Welcome, beautiful people. Tonight on Minerals Monday Live is our beautiful emerald stone, the royal stone of the goddess. In the ancient times, the gems that were found were especially useful for royals and spiritual rulers who were the rulers of the kingdom to communicate with the goddess. And so the reason why these jewels became so precious was because of their uses, of course, by the royals. Hi, everybody. Hi, it's great to see you tonight. All right, so for those on replay, I wanted to get started right away with a reading so that we can take a look at the current state of affairs, which is that basically in the United States of America, there's begun an investigation into the firings of Donald Trump because he has recently fired 3 inspector generals, I think in less than 30 days. And they were all doing an investigation into Mike Pompeo, and he fired the last one again. And so it turns out that although he does have executive privileges, that he may have overstepped his executive bounds because the reason why he's firing them is to cover up. So hi, Kay, great to see you. So let's do a quick reading on the Inspector General, Mike Pompeo. And then I wanted to just give you a brief heads up. What we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be introducing the Beryl family. I know it sounds like a new band. It's hilarious. Actually, the Beryl family of gemstones are the most precious and valuable of all gemstones. And as I mentioned previously, it's because the ancients and the spiritual rulers were actually the rulers of the kingdom, and they used the stones, especially emerald, for communicating with the goddess. And so we're going to take a look at the Beryl family and start to go through some of the precious and royal stones, which is super exciting. Right. So let's begin with, and this is especially for those on replay, yippee. Let's take a look at what's going on at the White House this week. And this is the reason why. And I'm so excited is because I've been told by my cards when I keep pulling the cards that this upcoming Wednesday is the dark moon or the dark moon Lilith. And I have a feeling that something really is not going to be acting in Donald Trump's favor. And then once again on the 23rd, which I believe is Saturday, it's going to come to fruition, whatever this thing that's going to blow up. Yeah, he's been doing the Saturday Night Massacre or the massacres, which shows that he's having sleep disorder, insomnia. Essentially, he's obviously, I mean, in his mind. Hi, Keisha, it's great to see you. In his mind, he's awake, right? And so what's his big problem that he's thinking about? Mike Pompeo. Let's face it, it's keeping him up at night. He is literally so worried about the Pompeo investigation that the dude is losing it. So let's take a look at what's happening on the Dark Moon Lilith, which is coming up here on Wednesday. I just have been told over and over and over that the end of May is going to be kind of like a preview movie. Kate says it's like slow-mo. I'm thinking it's kind of like the upcoming movie attraction, you know, when they show the movie ahead of time. And I think we're going to get a preview of what's to come at the White House. And it looks really, really bad. Okay, cut the cards. And once again, what's happening at the White House on the Dark Moon Lilith Oh, mutiny. People are leaving their leader because this is people literally committing mutiny at the White House. And I had that huge reading a couple of months back, Siege at the White House, and it showed that it was right around the Ides of March and Julius Caesar and the Ides of March, and how there was an entire group of people getting together to take out Caesar. Okay, so this is looking at the culmination between the 20th and the 23rd. This sets the foundation of the reading. The essence, the Queen of Coins. This is the economy, the economic prosperity of the United States, actually of the world, because I brought out the Russian deck. So this is about the economy of the American alliance influence with the Communist Party. Okay, this could be about the money stream between Russia, North Korea, China, United States. I hate to say it, but Canada is now in the mix. Sorry, guys, but what this is saying, the economics are overruling this time here of the dark moon Lilith. This is the woman actually who is replacing North Korean leader who has disappeared. I can't say her name out loud or we get in super trouble. Oh my God, I want to thank the viewers who've come in from the other channels. I absolutely love some of these other channels, Z Queen and Autumn. They're wonderful. So if you have had a chance to check out the new predecessor, the sister to KJ Ooh, this is her. This is in the very middle. It's all about the bot machine and the propaganda and what she's doing in North Korea. We know who that person is we're talking about, because in the recent past there was money. It's money, 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 money. This is having your ducks in a row. Okay, so she had her data, she had her op-eds, she had everything all planned. Okay, so this was saying it's pre-planned. I told you guys at this very moment, there's an evil influence in the White House. This is actually my AG bar card. And the reason why is people who are manipulated by evil forces aren't in charge. AG bar is not in charge. Trump is not in charge. These are the influences that oversee the White House from foreign entities. And we know where. That's majorly about Korea and Russia. Okay, so this is America. This is America's love for Putin. Look at this reading, you guys. All these players are scared to death. These are the guys who are scared. These are the guys who are in trouble. They are scared to death. The truth is coming out between the dark moon Lilith and the crescent moon on Saturday night. Look at these players. KJ Jelly, oh my God. AG Bar, Putin, oh my God, and it's strong. The first thing, the influences are strong. Okay, so this is what's going to be happening between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh my God, this is big, you guys, because that's a termination card. Okay, and remember, it's coming to mutiny, siege at the White House. Okay, whatever's happening on the dark moon Wednesday, and it could be Tuesday night when it turns into Wednesday, which is like, oh my gosh, just over 24 hours from now, it's going to hit the White House hard. It's going to be a hard hit. Whatever's coming out on the dark moon Lilith. When the moon goes dark, there's going to be a loss. Like I said, there's mutiny. Somebody's going to be this. This is the walking away card. Someone who pivotal in the United States government isn't going to get fired. They're going to resign. Somebody is resigning on Thursday. On Friday, we have the new moon. So that's kind of going to be a breather day for the White House. This is loss of money. They're going to lose money. They're going to lose data. They're going to lose a propaganda. Something is going to happen behind the scenes that we don't know about that's going to cause them to lose money after this person resigns, this very, very strong, influential person. And on Saturday is the termination. Okay, this is the end. So we are getting, like you guys said, between Wednesday and Saturday, we're getting a preview of the end, okay, of the Trump dynasty. Wahoo! So start corking it up now. It takes me a couple of days to make it to the store. It's such a big deal. I plan it so I'm there when nobody else is. And I've got all my, whatever I need, my extra stuff. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for Wednesday to Saturday? Somebody's resigning, you guys. Somebody is committing mutiny on the White House, and they're big. Whoever it is, they're big. Somebody's turning their back on Donald Trump. Now, we might not hear about it in the news, okay, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Oh, Barr would never resign. Barr can't resign. Okay, as I mentioned, Barr is part of the devil. And the reason why Barr isn't in a position of power, he's not in a position of control, is because he's controlled by others. So Barr's not in a position to make choices on his own. All right, I love political tarot. And tonight we're going to do something special. We're going to learn about the class of elementals so that we can start to use our stones for psychic and energetic purposes, just like the royals and the priestesses from the old days. In the old days, the rulers of the kingdom were spiritual leaders. The prince actually was the one who would defend the crown, and the crown was a holy position. And so the royal jewels on the crown royal jewels, which are in the House of Windsor, originally were used by the ecumenicals, by the spiritual healers, in order to communicate with the gods and goddesses. So before we start talking about emeralds, and thanks for the likes, guys. I know you guys are the best fans ever. You are like the best group. Everyone here is so supportive. I truly appreciate you all. Okay, so the Beryl family is a class of its own elementals, and they're precious. They're expensive. Okay, and what gives a rock value or a stone value is, they're rocks, okay, is that we assign them value and we assign them meaning because of their divinity properties. And so the Beryl family, I'm going to read here for a second. The Beryl family is some of the finest, most historical gems of all. The green beryl is referred to as emerald, and red bixbyite, when blue is aquamarine. Pink is morganite. Colorless or clear is goshenite. And with yellow, it's known as heliodor or golden beryl. So this is the golden beryl, which is the most fabulous of all the beryl family. It's named after the Greek word helios, which is used to refer to gems with a blue-green color. So its pure form is colorless, but the impurities provide the beryl family with the color variation. All right, so it is worn by century, and it is known to be referred to in the Bible as the gem of, quote, the wheel of God's throne, the appearance of emerald in Ezekiel 1:16. Finally, there is a Kunz or pink beryl, which was discovered in 1991, and the morganite is actually named after the banker J.P. Morgan, who is a gem collector from Tiffany. So that's basically a little bit about beryl. Now, once again, beryl in its purest form is colorless, and it's the impurities which are added that give it its rich color. Now let's move on to emeralds here. I love emeralds. They are so magical. So they were worn a lot in the Edwardian period because King Edward was extremely fond of them. And we're going to be going over the crown jewels also during this series as we go over beryl. This is a photo of an emerald cut of an emerald. Now, emeralds are most widely found in, of course, Colombia in South America, but there are also large deposits in Africa, I believe close to Tanzania, in Zambia. So there is a very, very high quality Zambian mine in Africa, but the most famous are Colombian. And there are many pictures in the Greek, in the Egyptians of the royals with the crown, and the emerald always appears at the crown. Now let's talk about colors and how I use color meditation, because we're going to be doing a color meditation tonight. All right. And when we do the color meditation, I suggest putting a little X on the live chat box, because you don't need to live chat while we're meditating, and that way you will not buffer. I'm so happy to say that I am not buffering. I got better software on my side. If you're having issues buffering, sometimes you have to hit the X on live chat and then come back in. All right. So why I love color meditations is because they're very helpful for sleeping at night. And this live stream is late at night for some of us, and we're hopefully going to sleep very soon. And so when I do a color meditation, before we start, I just want to let you know that some people might have a difficult time when we close our eyes and attempt to see nothing. Sometimes there's light in the room. Sometimes we have floaters in our eyes, and it takes a little bit of time for darkness to set in on the back of our eyelids and to clear our minds. When I see those little spots, I fill those little spots up with green, because we are meditating on emerald green and the emerald green pools of Lake Tahoe and all the beautiful greenness. And we're going to be sleeping in a sea of green tonight. Green is one of my favorite colors. Does anyone else have a favorite color of green? Type it in the chat. I would love to know about the different hues. Of course, my family's favorite hue is emerald, and my favorite hue is celadon. Celadon, yeah, it's a pottery, a very famous pottery from China, from the old dynasties would throw celadon and paint the ceramics this gorgeous green. Yeah. So we'll wait a few more minutes for people to come in so we're not disturbed in the middle of the meditation of green. So I want to use, thanks for the love, guys. Thanks for the up. Thank you, Jima. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Zelda. Blue and blue-green are very close on the spectra. Remember, because the electromagnetic spectra of light. Now, when we receive light from the sun, it forms a rainbow. But, other stars have different elementals in their plasma. So not all light is made of rainbow colors. When you get pure light, like certain noble gases, it will set off a pure tone that is only one color because that element is only that frequency. So I've done special spectral analysis of the green spectra, and it's very narrow. Green is rare. It's just not as large. Okay, red is like really long because the waves are big, but green is getting up into a higher frequency. And so the green light spectra is very difficult to dial into on the frequency. Now, we're going to talk, before we do our green meditation, I want to introduce you to the goddess Nuit. The goddess Nuit is the goddess of the night. She rules the night. And when the sun sets in the evening in the west, her lids drop slowly as soon as the sun makes it over the horizon. That is when the green spectra comes before twilight. And that's known as the Islet of Nuit. The colors of Nuit are green and violet. And she comes out every twilight, just before twilight, between sunset and twilight. She closes her eyelids and you can see the green spectra of light on the horizon. Who's seen that? Has anybody seen that? Seen the green eyelids of Nuit as she sends the animals to sleep at night? So I would like spirits to show us what it was like 4,000 years ago in the Middle East, in the old places among the Tiger River, and the very first humans started to write cuneiform. And they sang poetry. They sang the poetry, and they were all hymns and praise of the goddess. The goddess. That's right. So let's ask for our spirit guides, blow on the spirit, and ask to show us what some of the use the divine used with emerald to communicate with the gods in the old days. So they used emerald, and this is the spirit guides telling us, because we can't talk with the people who were there 4,000 years ago. They used emeralds in the transition between death, coming to life, that would be birth, okay, and then the end of life, return to the spirit world, death. So the emeralds, it sounds like they would use it. I'm hearing from the spirits they would use it to communicate with those right after they had passed, when the person had left the body and were in between worlds. So they use as a communication spiritual tool for those who are in between the world of life and transitioning into, well, they used to transition into the nether world. Okay, because the stone, as you can see, is the stone of the end of life. Okay, so they would use specifically this stone at the time of the end of life, when the heart stops. Okay, this is the card of communication with the immature. So they would especially use it when a young person would die suddenly before their time. Okay, so this is saying they wanted to communicate with someone who had died who is very young. Okay, so they could have used this on the graves of maybe children who died, because back then infants would die a lot. Okay, this means that it had great value. The stone emerald is highly revered for preciousness and its value, even 4,000 years ago. This shows that the stone is extremely precious. Okay, so they valued the emerald more deeply than other stones. Okay, this is why they used it at that time. And they would use it, this is more like a funeral than a fight. Okay, so they would use it as a ritual stone to communicate during their funeral rituals. Amazing. Thank you, gods and goddesses, because they wanted to communicate and have communications as that soul passed from this world to the next. Okay, depending on their belief system, they found that it was extremely valuable rock. They liked to use it when the heart would stop during the time of death, and they would especially use it for communication and mourning for those who were dying prematurely. Interesting. So that is a sacred healing stone. Stone. Yes. Oh, turquoise is gorgeous. And the heart chakra is the green. All right. So when we bring energy from the stone into the heart chakra, okay, that's green. All right. So let us begin our meditation. We'll do about a short 10-minute meditation, and that will give us time for questions and answers. And it'll put us in so much of a better meditative space of coming from the heart, because we'll be strong and strong and strong from the heart. And so when we ask questions from the tarot cards to reveal to us, just think of what a different perspective we can have, so we can be calm and have a beautiful, beautiful night's rest. Okay, because that's very important. They call me tone mistress, and I help people go to sleep and have sweet dreams. I love that. Okay, so we're going to just do a short 10-minute meditation for all the folks on replay. You can absolutely do it too. I highly suggest closing the live chat, not chatting when we come back in 10 minutes. We'll still be here. Don't worry about everybody else. Just focus on getting comfortable, relaxed, closing your eyes, and starting to let the back of your eyelids go dark as we empty our minds and start to feel our eyelids with tiny little green flakes. Think of all the beautiful colors of green. The colors of green are all coming from the yellow through to the blue spectra. So you might want to hang out a little closer to the yellow if you prefer more of a lime or a mossy yellow green, or you might want to hang out more towards the blue end of the green spectra, where you can go towards teal. Ooh, teal is really got a lot of blue in it. Or turquoise, or right in the middle, a Royal Irish super lucky green. All right, take a deep breath. Let's breathe together and breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Try breathing in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Breathe in. And exhale. It's absolutely okay to completely check out and not be conscious during this. Just breathe in and breathe out. And now let's start to think of a green place, like a forest filled with shamrocks. When we look up, we see needles of the green forest trees. And when we look across, we see the green of all the beautiful plants and foliage. And when we look down, we're walking in a field of shamrocks. Green is so lucky. Let's breathe in good luck. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in prosperity and abundance. And release the wantonness and desire. Breathe in the green of good lucky cheer. And exhale all the bad luck. All right, now we're in a beautiful green lucky place. There's probably a magic leprechaun hiding behind a tree trunk. We're going to feel the mist of green falling on our skin. We can feel the moss brushing against our cheeks. Oh, that's so soft and fuzzy. Oh, that's so cute. We can see little green beetles flying away and hear the sound of green. Can we hear the sound of the green? I can hear little ticking, like beetle bugs ticking. I can feel the moss. It's green on my face. I can smell the green mist coming off the shamrocks. I can feel the soft green shamrocks under my feet. We're barefoot. Don't worry, we won't hurt them. I'm feeling the safety of the blanket of green. Now the goddess Nui would like to send us a message. Blessings to all people. I gift you the night's prosperity. While you sleep, you will gather the green. While you sleep, you will gather love. While you sleep, your heart will become filled with the precious resources of emeralds from Africa, from the Amazon. Nui sends you a good night kiss on your third eye. Ah, I felt that. Thank you, Goddess Nui. Now, let us keep in this space for a few and we're going to imagine that we are floating in the green forest. Now the shamrocks are covering us all across the backs of our legs, all across our back, all across our heads. We are literally laying on a bed of beautiful, lucky, green, heart-centered shamrocks in a forest with leprechauns. And we're going to levitate. How can we do that? With magnetism. We have the magnetic field of the green start to lift us up off the bed of shamrocks, and we are literally covered in green light from head to toe. And breathe in the green and exhale the dark, and bring the light in to your cells, into your molecules, your breath. Fill your mind with green. Each breath, bring in more green and exhale the darkness inside. Now we're filling our head green, filling our minds, our mouths, our throats are now filled with green emerald light coming into our esophagus, our throats, into our chest. We fill our hearts with green. Out our arms, we're shooting out rays of green light. We're filling our solar plexus. Our body is all filling balloon, and bring the green in. And exhale the dark in the legs. Exhale the heaviness. Bring in the light, happy, lucky, green. Guess what, you guys? You are now filled with light. We are floating in a field of shamrock, and there's a leprechaun to appear, and he's going to grant you your wish. And our wish to the leprechaun. He's got everybody's wish. We thank the leprechaun. Thank you. Thank you for fulfilling our green wish of emeralds. And he wishes us a pot of emeralds in return at the end of our rainbows. And now we say goodbye, and we watch the little leprechaun go away. And we take in a deep breath as we lower ourselves on to our grassy blanket of shamrocks. And we start to think about coming back if we want. You can go to sleep. We could just go to sleep in this field of green. We don't have to wake up. It's just a silly little color meditation. That's all we're doing, is filling ourselves with green. That's right. And for those of us who would like to rejoin the live stream, we start to breathe in a little bit of yellow. And we say goodbye to the trees, and we stand up and we start walking out the forest, back into the field of grass. We open our eyes and we see the darkness. It's night. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. That was super. Oh, just everybody. I've done lucid dreaming of color meditations. It's easier for me than counting sheep. Good night, sweet darling. Good night, Miss Isha, sweet, beautiful dreams as you move into your night. Thank you for coming. And for those of us who are in the light shaft, hi, Marjorie. Oh, I'm so excited you made it. I'm so thrilled. Thanks everybody for the likes. I love doing these shows because it's interactive. So I'm open to taking questions for our world. How can we best navigate through this time? Because we're going through a 5-planet retrograde. It's like, all right, so if you have a medical question, type it. And it helps if you put in all capitals. I might see it better. Okay. Thank you for coming tonight, Marjorie. I'm going to look up here and see if I missed anybody. I love green because it's the heart chakra. Pompous. Yeah. I think it's time to do a reading on why is the investigation into Pompeo giving the office of the president nightmares. And I think we can look at that question from a nice, calm, grounded space, knowing that we can literally make money in our sleep when the leprechaun gifts us our pot of gold. Our pot of emeralds is on its way. Emeralds are super valuable, you guys. Can you even imagine what a pot of golden filled with emeralds, even if they were raw emeralds, would be worth? Why is Donald losing sleep? Ooh, this is a 9 spread. Universe says go deep. Why is he losing sleep over Pompeo? What's so nightmarish for Donald? I love these 9 spreads because these are the players. These are the guys giving. Because I have one acupuncturist, I loved him. He always said, it's not why are you getting a headache? It's who's giving you a headache. Okay, so who's Donald nightmares? What are their intentions? Ooh. And here's what Spirit wants us to know about it. Thank you, Evan, for coming this evening. I really appreciate all the positivity. These are the players. This is the people, the United States citizens. Who's keeping them up at night? Americans. Look, both the 9 and the 10 of cups. Why? Because he feels like, oh God. These are the players who are keeping him up at night. The Americans and the merchants. So these are the guys who've got the big business going on. Okay, the smug merchants. These are the guys who've been on the awake at night. Ooh, this is the army, the military. The military's keeping him up at night. Ooh, he's thinking about, this is the race for the cure. It's not the actual cure. It's the research for the cure. So he's thinking about the military doing research for the cure. Okay, that's one of the things why these are the players that are keeping him awake at night. The citizens, The military. Oops, get this down here so you guys can see it. The military and the United States citizens are keeping him awake at night. Ooh, this is his partner. This is his partner. We don't actually know who this is. This could be his, oh God, this could be his pregnant lover. This could be Hope Hicks. This could be his daughter. One of his most significant women is keeping him up at night. Why? Because they're worried about economy. This is the United States economy. He's worrying about stock market numbers. Significant other, I don't know exactly who that is keeping him awake. The military is keeping him awake. The race for the cure is keeping him awake. The citizens are keeping him awake. And all these businessmen are keeping him awake. He's got a lot of people keeping him awake. He's got too many people in his head. What's his intention? He's delusional. He has too many choices. Okay, the dude is literally firing inspector generals. This is a reading on why is this guy going wonky at night, firing more IGs. What's keeping him awake at night that is so awful that he's got to fire all these guys around this Pompeo investigation? He's delusional. He can't figure out how to keep things under control. These are his staff, but he feels, I told you, he's besieged. He's had people commit mutiny. He had Rick Bright whistleblow on him. Okay, you guys, I'm pretty sure you heard about the whistleblower. Okay, no, I'm not saying he's corrupted the military. I'm saying he's having nightmares thinking about him at night. Like the military is a problem for him that keeps him awake. Okay, all right, like he can't handle what's going on with the military branch because the Navy knows what's going on. He's inspiring people over and over and over, and he does it in the middle of the night. This is insomnia. I mean, you don't need a license in holistic medicine to know the guy cannot sleep. He's got insomnia, and it's worrying him in the middle of the night. It's keeping him awake. So we want to know why he's got to fire somebody in the middle of the night. Okay, and here's the big middle card. China. China must be all over this guy. I think that Americans are not aware of how little control Donald Trump has over his own mind. Okay, he owes China money like you would not believe, both on a personal level and on a political level. He is scared to death of China right now. Okay, I just found out like an hour before we met tonight, you guys, that Xi Jinping, oh my God. Okay, what happened was the Prime Minister of Australia opened an investigation into the virus on China, and I think 62 international organizations backed him up. And now Xi Jinping of China has reappeared. The guy like makes almost no public appearances to cave into international pressure to allow an investigation. Now we know they've probably already done a cleanup job, but anyways, so what's really keeping DJ T, Mr. DT, up at night is the military of China. He's afraid of the military. Okay, these are the players, and this is the intention. He's afraid of the intention of the military in China and the fact that China owns us. Everybody owns Donald Trump. He owes everybody. He's so bankrupt. Okay, this is like the card of bankruptcy of how America owes the Chinese. He's afraid of military. Look at this. Is this what Pompeo's hiding? Now we're starting to get somewhere. Are you following me, Kate? That we're starting. Well, we don't know what the deals are. All we know is his lover or his significant other, some woman is keeping him awake at night, okay? But he's worried about the position of the Chinese military, okay? Because see, we're only halfway through here. This is the military. This is the development, the research, the science around the cure. This is China. This is the debt America owes to China. This is Donald Trump illusions and delusions about his resources because they're committing mutiny at the White House. That was the earlier reading. And then the citizens, as you can see, and the business owners. These are the business owners, the merchants, the small business owners, the citizens. These are guys like Elon Musk who are starting to sue the government because they will not put up with this. Okay, now these are the intentions. Wheel of Fortune, they want to, okay, Donald wants to pull the Wheel of Fortune in his favor, okay? He wants it to go in his favor, but as you can see, he's pulling it against himself. So what he's doing is working against himself. He's acting to harm himself by firing all these people and covering up the Pompeo gig. Knight of Wands. Oh, this is the staff. This is the staff within Congress. He's super. Okay, so his intentions are to pull the wool over the eyes of Congress. That's what this is saying, okay? His intention is to mess with the debt he owes to China, to delude his staff who's committing mutiny on him, to force the Wheel of Fortune in his favor against the congressional and the legitimate government officials. This is the bureaucracy, okay? This is starting to make sense why this dude is firing people in the middle of the night. What is Pompeo really doing? It looks like there's a military, some sort of arrangement, military in China. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, what the universe wants us to know about it. This is a celebration. This is victory. Whew. I'm like, oh my God. Whew. It's in the right position. This is the victory. This is the victory over the Wheel of Fortune. See, he's not going to win in the end to pull the Wheel of Fortune in his favor. We're going to be victorious. You know why? This is in the citizens' position. You see this? The citizens refuse to be deluded anymore. All this fake news, we're not buying it. People are getting to the truth. He wants to hide the investigation into Pompeo. Here's the final outcome row. The people are victorious. The Wheel of Fortune falls in our favor. Okay, it doesn't fall in Donald's favor. His is upside down. Now this big row is going to make me sweat. Oh, the reverse 10. Okay, so this is saying it's not a burden. It's not overburden. It's not too much work for us to do this. We don't have to do anything. We just stick our fence in the ground and we got it done. It's like, boom, done. No burden. Easy. Okay, now why is the Seven of Swords here? This is very odd. This is a card of treachery. Why is the Seven of Swords here? What does the universe want us to know about what Pompeo is covering up? What's Pompeo covering up? How many people are dying? Pompeo's covering up how many people are sick and dying within the government. Ooh, the yes card. That's heavy duty, you guys. Yes to justice. Woo! Oh, wow. Wow, this reading's tense. Okay. So what this is saying is China and their army of bots and their military is easily overcome. Like it's no sweat for us. We got this down. The American people. Okay. They're trying to get away with something. This is like getting away with something. Treachery, setup, takedown. Okay. But it's a yes to justice. Okay. I told you the people are victorious. Pompeo is covering up the amount of losses. Okay. Is he covering up the amount of losses in the economy or the actual people who are afflicted? The people or the economy? Pompeo's covering up for Russia, for Putin. Pompeo is covering up for the amount of damage that Putin has done to America. Okay, now we got down to the, whoa, that was a tough card to get through, huh, you guys? That's what's happening here. The Russia-China connection. Okay, Pompeo's trying to cover up for the Russia-China connection because he's trying to steal justice. He's trying to get away with the justice, but he can't because this is a double yes card. This is a double yes. He's not going to get away with it. He's got the reverse ace of rods. Okay, so this is the clobber. He's getting clobbered. In the end, Pompeo is getting clobbered. Okay, this is a huge, great yes. Okay, over the dark money secrets. This is a huge victory, you guys. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Okay, how are we celebrating? How are we celebrating? How are we celebrating? How are we celebrating? How about sweet dreams tonight in color? Great. Okay, so questions about this reading. Because these 9 spreads are difficult, okay? Why is Donald awake at night? He knows the people are on to him, okay? They're not buying the fake news. And he knows the people are winning. The people are winning. That's the victory of the people. The military from China is being taken over. See that? There's problems in China, okay? His significant other, he would love to turn the wheel of fortune on her. Oh boy. But she is going to clobber him because the news is going to come out about her. So they're not just covering up. They're not just covering up the China-Russia money connection. They're covering up what's going on with his woman. I told you guys that this thing is really big. These hackers are out and they want to give him, what did they say? Like he's supposed to pay them. Who knows about this so-called hacker thing? Tell me. Oh, you're right, Marjorie. No. They can't just pile a bunch of op-eds or troll us or get Hannity, these talking heads. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying the fake news. They're in trouble because that's all they got. All they have against American citizens is a psychological warfare. When you think about it, it's all psychological through the social media and through the news. It's a complete media blitz thing. If people don't watch Obamagate, there is no Obamagate. I'm not kidding. I haven't even seen a thing. I know people who've like, I haven't heard of it. What's about? I didn't know any. Nobody even knows about it if you don't even say anything. When you don't click on that headline and you don't watch it, that matters, because those bots and those machines on YouTube are looking at what you watch. And when you don't watch anything to do with that stuff, it won't keep sending it out, because you know what those machines care about more than anything? Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, they care about how many impressions. They want to know how many click-throughs they get for their advertisers. They don't care what you watch. They just want to see what sells. So when they see that nobody's buying Obamagate, it literally ends. And everybody's screaming online, literally like in chats and live chats, just like we are here today about that Bill Gates thing. It totally made a difference. He got so much bad press. I mean, the dude's a businessman. He's not a pharmacologist. That's right. Okay, so what was that question again? I got to scroll back up because somebody had a really good question. And I love questions, you guys. It's hard to look at the camera for a sec. Hold on. Oh, yeah. The Chinese ambassador to Israel was found, I won't say what, after palm poop commented. Oh, wow, Marjorie, are you ever in the know? I have to be honest, you guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. They won't send us the truth in the news. I mean, it's kind of catch as catch can. It's a crap shoot, like the dice at the casino. You don't have any idea what news you're going to find out. When we get together like this and we share information, it totally matters. Like, people find out what's actually going on. Okay, this is the absolute truth. When I put up my Tanzania, I'm not sure if there are many people saw it, but there's a picture of a goat and a fruit. And it's my video about Tanzania. This is the truth. It might not be very popular because YouTube won't distribute my stuff. It's like nobody even knows my channel exists. It's like people don't see my posts when they come up. So it turns out that, I'm not kidding you guys, I literally got a call from the feds. Yeah, from the F boy I. They call me because you know me, I'm a professional engineer. Okay, they wanted to know what the heck's going on because they wanted to know why Tanzania kicked who out of the country. And since then, I think 3 or 4 more countries in Africa have literally kicked who out of the country. Now, when they saw my video on goat or fruit testing positive, I got a call from the city mayor from Northern California. She's like, are you telling me that they got rid of who because the test kits tested a goat as positive? And I'm like, yes. She went back to the county board of supervisors after watching that video. That is how much clout you guys make by just putting a thumbs up on one of any of the tarot readers who tell the truth. Doesn't matter, me or anybody. And you make a difference because you talk about us in live chats and you tell people around town about what's going on. These people are clueless. You guys like Marjorie, and Kate and everyone who listens regularly to the other readers and stuff, we are in the know. We are in the know. The government, the state, the county, the city, and the bureau are all over my channel now, you guys, in a good way. All right. So don't be surprised if you see odd things happening on YouTube. There is a ton of censorship. So just be aware that your support is huge. You make a huge difference. This stuff really matters. I mean, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. People got on. They found out about Bill Gates. They found out, okay? All right, we have time for one last question before we go. Let's just do Pompeo if nobody has a specific question. Media blackout. You live in the Dominican Republic. You get BBC and Al Jazeera. Oh, I saw on WION. Okay, W is the station, broadcast station for the East Coast. And thank you for sharing, Marjorie. It's huge. When we get information, either on my show, anybody else's channel, it all matters. Do not underestimate the impact that each and every person makes. And you're not even an American. You're in the Dominican Republic. And look at this huge contribution you're making. I am not kidding. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself. Give yourself a hug. You really matter to us here in America. You really matter. Okay? So, yeah, this morning in Israel. Wow, that's serious, you guys. Okay, so let's just do the quick Pompeo reading, and then that's it for tonight, you guys. All right, we like to keep it to just over an hour. God, that was so fun. I feel so relaxed. I love green. Here's another shot of emerald green, just to get you in the mood. Now, emerald comes in different colors. It depends what you like. If you like this dark green, go for it. I like the lighter hues personally. Okay? All emeralds are flawed, and what gives them their character is their flaws. Isn't that beautiful? Nobody says that about any other gemstone. You're smart, Marjorie. Oh my God, I have the smartest people. Swear to God, the smartest people. Once again, give yourself a hug. Pat yourself on the back for being smart enough to show up where it matters. Give yourself a hug, Kate. Give yourself a pat on the back for being smart enough. That's right, for being smart enough. Neon green. Wow, baby. That's electric. You like that electric. And the heart chakra. The heart chakra. Goes straight to the middle of the body, that green. I can feel how much more light and open to love now my heart is. I feel kind of tingly. Feel tingly in my heart. All right. Oh my God, I love retired cops. My writing partner's a retired cop. Yeah, she told me some stories when we're going out trail riding. She'd be like, this is what happened. I'm like, wow, girlfriend. I love retired cop stories. I've got lots of cowgirl stories. So, okay, this is our Pompeo reading. Okay, and we're going to just check out once again what's going on with this Pompeo thing. The world upside down. So it's not over. It is not over. This ordeal, this whole Pompeo thing, it's just getting started. And it has to do with the whole world. The dude is majorly connected. Justice. We need justice. We need justice. Okay, the Queen of Cups. This is the healing of the world. This is the healing of the environment, the healing of the people, the healing of the emotions, the healing of the planet. This is Oceana. Oceana, the goddess of the ocean. What's going on with Pompeo? Must have something to do with the ocean. The Star of Hope. I think I turned all these cards upside down, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just going to turn them back up. But I agree that it is world upside down and that it is just getting started with this thing with Pompeo. This is the hope, the dream, the wish. And let me look at all these cards and China. All right, let's just turn all these cards over here. Queen of Swords. Just, oh my God, you guys. Pompeo is almost all major arcana. Now, this is the deal. When I did, and this like never happens, you guys. This is like huge. I did a reading on bar. Whistleblowers are onto bar. It was every single card. Major arcana. Like bar is the key. Pompeo, to see this many major arcana pulled in a reading is ginormous. Are the children? We'll get to them. We'll check on them. Okay, Pompeo. We're just getting started to deal with what Pompeo knows. And yeah, he's in on the whole world. Justice. The investigation began by the Democrats into the firing of all these IGs. Okay, that's what this is. This is the investigation into firing the IGs. In the recent past, Pompeo is having a relationship with a country that is extremely powerful. This would be like, oh God, someone in the Mediterranean. Okay. A country that has a huge, huge border. That would not be China or Russia or European. This is I'm getting like Saudis. Okay. The Star. He's got a hope. He's wishing. Pompeo is wishing. Okay. He's gonna, of course, he doesn't want justice. Okay. And then here is the moon. Okay. So it's really difficult to read on someone when they're nothing but major arcana. Okay. This guy is nothing but majors and a Queen of Cups. So what this saying is that the essence is we're just getting started looking at Pompeo. We need justice. We need justice around this because in the recent past, he's dealing with some major country that's this could be like Taiwan or Japan, somebody who's like an island nation that's surrounded by water. Okay, he has a hope, something to do with China. Okay, this is justice coming on Pompeo. This is the serving of justice upon Pompeo by the Justice Department. Okay, this is once again justice being served through the Senate, through the communication of truth about him from the Knight of Cups. So this is going to be the country that something about, we're going to find out about who's this other country that he's dealing with, because there's going to be some sort of military action. This could be Israel. And then, of course, the fortune means it's once again back and forth, back. Nothing set in stone, or destiny. Nothing here that says justice is going to come, but you can see something is coming out about these world relationships. He's hoping he can get this China, maybe Israel. Israel is speaking to me because this is kind of like the giver of the cure. Someone who holds the cup is like a holder of the cure. All right, you guys, this Pompeo reading is absolutely bizarre. It's not saying a lot. It's just saying that we're just getting started looking into this whole IG Pompeo connection, and it's got something to do with this country and this country's military. So we're going to find out here in the next couple of days between the 20th to the 23rd, because once again, we're going into the dark moon here in about 24 hours, the dark moon of Lilith. Okay, Netanyahu. Marjorie's saying Netanyahu. Okay, and then we're going to finish up so that we can send, instead of asking if they're sick, because we don't really do readings on children, we're going to send them healing, love, and light. How does that sound? Because we know they're in trouble. Okay, and I think that this is part of the thing that has to start coming out now about what's really going on with using humans as a commodity. This is just so deeply evil that we're going to, instead of asking about them, we're going to send love, light, and healing to the kids at the border. Okay, we're going to send love, light, and healing to the kids at the border. All right, so let's pull 3 cards and send them our prayers, because that's going to be a lot more helpful than knowing about it, because we already know whatever's going on is purely evil. So let's send love, light, and healing to the kids at the border. Okay, let's send love, light, and healing to all the kids within the United States, both naturalized or otherwise. Okay, love, light, and healing to all the kids. Okay, to all the kids. All right, so we can have some positive aspects. This is our parent. This is our card of being parents. This is a card of caring for our children. A lot of these children don't have parents right now. So let's request the healing being sent to the kids who are especially separated from their parents. Children are innocent. This is the card of innocence. Let us keep them innocent. Let us pray to keep their innocence. Let us send our heartfelt prayers to all the children in the United States, naturalized or otherwise, healthy or unwell. Let us help them to remain innocent. The children are innocent, so let us send them the protection of especially of their innocence. And we know exactly what we're talking about here, that they maintain their chastity and remain intact, and that they remain innocent children. This is their suffering. And let us send healing right now, because it is now night in the United States of America in every time zone, except maybe Hawaii. It is night, and it is the time of no moon. The children are afraid of darkness. So let us send them our love and light. They can feel us. These prayers matter, you guys. We've done scientific experiments on them. Reiki healers know we can get out the machine. We can measure it. Let us send our protection and love to all the children who are afraid of the darkness right now. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we're sending them. Zelda, I understand that there is tons of political monkey business going on at the border. Right now it's night. Let's focus on what's happening right this very moment. It's darkness. The children are afraid. They're separated from their parents. They're innocent. Okay, this is the bond with their parents. This is their innocence. And this is their fear. Okay, let us send cuddles because their mom and dad can't hug them. Give them a nice warm cuddle. Pray for the protection of their innocence, that they are kept innocent, to protect their innocence, and send them strength and light in the darkness. They can feel us. Children are extremely open to intuitive energy from healers. They will feel our cuddles. They will feel our light in the darkness. They will feel the protection coming to keep them safe. They're very open to receiving that from the healers and the psychics. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for remembering them, Kate. Thank you, Zelda, for sharing the information. Thank you, Marjorie, for being so smart and sharing information during our time of censorship. Thank you, Jima. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your favorite color of green. Thank you, viewers who are still shy and not chatting. I love you all. Namaste. Have beautiful, sweet dreams of beautiful green. Okay? Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Good night. Good night. Love to all. Namaste. Mm.